Our bags are packed, the car is loaded, the coffee is ready, and there's a sense of excitement in the air because we're heading somewhere new. I'm not going to reveal our destination just yet. That surprise is coming in the future video. But I can tell you that today's drive is absolutely incredible. So buckle up, sit back, and come along for another unforgettable road trip. As we leave Corvallis behind, the city slowly disappears in the rearview mirror. There is always something emotional about leaving a place you've enjoyed. You get comfortable, you discover favorite streets, favorite coffee spots, favorite views, and then, suddenly, it's time to move on. But that's the beauty of travel. Every goodbye leads to a new hello. The roads this morning are quiet and peaceful. The sky is filled with soft clouds, and sunlight is beginning to shine across the landscape. One thing I've learned during this trip is that Oregon is a state that rewards slow travel. It's not just about the major attractions, it's about the small moments. The winding roads, the endless greenery, the tiny towns hidden between forests and farmland. Those moments are what make a journey memorable. As we merge onto the highway, the scenery immediately begins to open up around us. Look at these views. Rolling fields stretch far into the distance. Green hills rise gently on the horizon. And tall trees line parts of the road, creating natural corridors that seem to go on forever. The Pacific Northwest has a unique beauty. Everything feels alive. The forests are dense, the landscapes are vibrant, even the air feels fresh. Every mile seems to reveal another postcard-worthy view. This is one of the reasons road trips are so special. Flying gets you somewhere quickly. Driving allows you to experience everything in between. You notice details. You see places you never planned to visit. You appreciate the changing landscapes. And most importantly, you create memories along the way. As we continue north, the scenery keeps changing. One moment, we're passing open farmland. The next, we're surrounded by forests. Then suddenly, the landscape opens again, revealing distant hills and valleys. The variety is amazing. It's impossible to get bored because every few minutes the view changes. The roads are smooth, traffic is light, and the journey feels relaxing. This is the kind of drive where you can simply enjoy the moment. No rush, no stress, just the open road ahead. As travelers, we often focus on destinations. We make lists of places we want to see, landmarks we want to visit, restaurants we want to try. But sometimes the journey itself becomes the highlight. And today feels like one of those days. The highway seems to stretch endlessly toward the horizon. Cars pass occasionally, but for long stretches, it feels like we have the road almost entirely to ourselves. The clouds overhead create dramatic shadows across the landscape. Sunlight breaks through in different places, illuminating fields and forests like spotlights on a stage. Nature is putting on performance today. As the miles go by, we begin to notice subtle changes in the scenery. The forests become thicker, the mountains appear more frequently in the distance. The rivers seem larger. Everything feels like a little more dramatic, a little more wild, and a little more adventurous. This part of the country is famous for its natural beauty, and it's easy to understand why. Every direction offers something worth looking at. Every turn reveals another beautiful view, and every mile feels like part of a giant outdoor masterpiece. One thing I love about road trips is the feeling of freedom. There's something special about knowing that the road ahead could lead anywhere. New cities, new landscapes, new experiences, new stories. Travel reminds us that the world is much bigger than our daily routines. There is always something new to discover. As we continue driving, we pass through areas where evergreen trees line both sides of the highway. The forest seems endless. The sunlight filters through the branches, creating beautiful patterns of light and shadow. For a few moments, it feels like driving through a scene from a movie. And then, suddenly, the trees clear, and we're greeted by wide open views once again. The contrast is incredible. This is what makes the Pacific Northwest so unique. Within a short drive, you can experience completely different landscapes. Forests, farmland, mountains, rivers, valleys, all connected by beautiful highways that invite exploration. The farther we travel, the more excited I become about what's waiting ahead. I know where we're going. You don't. At least not yet. But trust me, it's worth the wait. For now, I'm enjoying the mystery. Sometimes, anticipation is part of the fun, trying to guess what's next, wondering what lies around the next bend in the road. Thinking about the adventures still to come, as we stop briefly to stretch our legs and take in the scenery, it's impossible not to appreciate how beautiful this region is. The fresh air, the peaceful atmosphere, the endless nature beauty. These are the moments that remind me why I love traveling. Not because of famous landmarks, not because of social media photos, but because travel allows us to experience places that make us feel alive. Back on the highway, the adventure continues. The road keeps unfolding before us. The scenery keeps changing. And the excitement keeps building. Every mile brings us closer to our next chapter. A chapter I'll reveal very soon. But not today. Today is all about the journey, the landscapes, the open road, the feeling of possibility, the simple joy of traveling through one of the most beautiful regions in America. Thanks for joining me on this drive. If you're enjoying the journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the big reveal in the next episode. The destination remains a secret. The adventure continues. And the best is still ahead. I'll see you in the next video.